If you want to stay up to date with all current hip hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become part of this community. So today I wanted to talk about an artist that I haven't talked about a lot on this channel so far, and that artist is a Boogie Wit Da Hoodie, someone who I've been listening to a lot personally, but who I've just never really talked about on this channel. And part of that is because throughout the whole career of my channel, he hasn't really been, on the front line of hip-hop, because he has been taking a hiatus ever since he dropped Artist 2.0 back in, I believe it was February of 2020, right before the pandemic hit, or January it might have been. And he announced prior to that would be one of his his last project for a while. And this, was the case. And today I want to talk about a project, an album that a lot of fans are expecting and are, excited about, but that we just haven't gotten any update on yet. And that is A Boogie versus Artist. Now, this album was originally supposed to drop in 2020. But of course, as we all know, the pandemic hit. He also announced his hiatus, so it never did. But so far this year, we've gotten some hints for this album, and I kind of wanted to go over what we have so far, what I believe this album's status and latest updates are, and what the current situation is with the information surrounding it. The title of this project is very interesting, of course. We have A Boogie versus Artist. Now, Artist is, of course, A Boogie's real name. His actual real-life name is Artist, which I think is super cool. Like, that sounds so badass. And that was also a persona, an alter ego that he has adopted throughout his career. We had Artist 2.0, we had the bigger Artist, international Artist, and this side of him kind of is always more emotional, kind of softer singing, but of course also can have some, more harsh stuff on it. But usually the projects titled with Artist are more emotional, softer than his other stuff. And the other side of his alter ego, in this case, he named it A Boogie. But for example, most recently we got Hoodie Season, is more aggressive, more, in your face kind of melodic trap, and kind of what we know his sound also for. I mean, Hoodie Season was a huge project for him that kind of elevated him to yet another level, and that's also when I started really listening to him. I gotta be honest, I haven't been around since the first Artist tape, but I've of course went back and listened to all his older stuff. And a lot of you know that if you've been following my streams, which by the way every Sunday 2 p.m. tune in, you know that for example Jungle or Get to You are some of my favorites from him of all time. Now, getting into what we know about A Boogie versus Artist, though. So the title kind of suggests that these two personas will be prevalent on this new record, which is very interesting because so far we haven't had that crossover in this form yet. Of course, for example, on Hoodie Season, there were some softer tunes. It wasn't just all, harsh flows and aggressive lyrics, but still, we haven't really gotten that Artist feeling on those projects. But maybe on this new one, we will really see kind of these two alter egos kind of play with each other and find common ground. When you kind of do a Google search on this, you find a couple of articles that talk about one specific thing that he posted on social media, which I want to go over real quick as well. This year, earlier, 2021, in January, he took to Instagram to share some advice to his fans. He said, invest in property, blah, blah, blah. But then he also said, and then it's back to the music for me. A Boogie versus Artist is almost done. I'm starting videos February. So we know that this album is almost done, so he's very likely close to finishing and dropping it. He also said, I'm starting videos in February, which was now already 2 months ago. And videos are something that artists, if they don't have like a real kind of vision for how they want to connect their videos to their music. For example, I think what Kanye did for Runaway was planned, months ahead. But to me, so far, A Boogie has not been that type of artist. He can, kind of just make a video just to support the song, kind of give it visuals, but not to make a whole nother masterpiece out of the video. And that's not like to disrespect him. That's just the different type of artists. No pun intended with the word artist, by the way. I know it's so fitting. But anyway, so I'm guessing this is very close to dropping. So we have so many artists already in 2021 that are about to drop, and a lot of them are dropping in summer because, you know, we all know vaccinations are going on, so people are going outside more. So anyone who drops in the summer is really like, he's really like the hero, because they'll be bumping their music for the first time they can go out again in like a year and a half. So I'm guessing this will also be kind of where A Boogie will kind of set his release date. We'll probably get it this summer. We'll probably, because it also fits with, you know, with kind of the theme. We have some softer tunes, some more aggressive ones. So it's not just sap music that would usually drop in the fall, or not just kind of more, you know, trap up-tempo music that would drop in the spring. It's more like, you know, it's both of these sides. So I'm guessing we'll get it sometime in the summer. That's my guess, or like the beginning of summer, maybe May, maybe June, but you know, judging from this, what we have, he said that he's starting videos, and, you know, this was 2 months ago, so he's probably already done with a couple of videos for this project, but this also means that the songs are done. So he's just, you know, kind of doing the whole thing around it. He's now doing promotion videos, probably merch, touring, whatever. So kind of planning all that. So that's kind of my take on that. I think it'll drop in the summer. I am personally very excited for this because, as I just said, I really love his stuff that he did, you know, in the past with his artist alter ego. But then, as I said, Hoodie Season was the thing that got me introduced to him, and I love that side from him too. And A Boogie is really someone who you can just, you know, you can turn on any song and it's a hit. I remember the first time listening to Hoodie Season all the way through, you know, voices in my head, even though it's just an intro. That song is amazing. Beastie too. And even the stuff that's like, you know, not, you know, we had the big name Swerve, and we had the Juice WRLD feature on here, Star Tender, or Look Back at It, but every single track on here I could listen to and not skip. So A Boogie is really someone who, for me, has, you know, has had consistency, has proven his talent through his consistency, and by that has kind of stayed on top of my watch list in terms of, you know, kind of looking out for what's going on out there. Anyway, that's kind of my update on that. Let me know what you make of this stuff that he posted on Instagram earlier this year, if you think that we'll get this album anytime soon, and what your past experiences with A Boogie have been so far, because I believe this is someone who, you know, as I said, consistency and just quality have made him one of my top picks from this new generation. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.